Sri Lanka is a country which uses highest amount of agrochemicals in terms of land extent in the world. Because of this reason, recent days we come across enormous numbers of non-communicable diseases coming out in the community. This is about 20 years back, if you can remember, you hardly heard about a cancer patient. But now, it's like a normal communicable disease, even though it's an uncommunicable disease. So main reason, if you really identify and if you really look at why, is mainly because the things that you eat and drink, and maybe things that you inhale. So it's very important that we understand this factor and why we have gone into this kind of situation. In ancient times, especially before the colonization, if you look at the age limit of a normal Sri Lankan, which even easily goes around 100 years. If you analyze why, the reason behind that is mainly because of the things that people eat and people drink or people inhale, and their air is not polluted, their food is not polluted, their drinking water is not polluted. Therefore, I believe as a community or as a nation, we all should think about our future generation. And why people have gone into agrochemicals? This very reason, it was earlier in our ancient times, in our good old times, the people haven't used this amount of agrochemicals. They haven't used at all. If you have heard about a tree called mee tree, which was during the king's time in our country, if you cut the mee tree, which you can even hang up by the king. So that value has given to that tree. The very reason of that particular tree is, this is the only tree which gives out oxygen throughout the day, not like any other tree. And on top of that, all these mee trees are grown in and around the paddy fields. In the night, the bats who come and stay there, who eat the mee tree, some fruits, and then in the morning, then they put their droppings when they are going around, and these droppings have become the best nitrogen and phosphorus fertilizer, and which is a natural fertilizer for the paddy fields. And that is how our people have been using this natural fertilizer with our unbelievable technology. Then government has stopped our production of our own agrochemicals, which doesn't contain arsenic, which was done using the sludge from Sapukaskanda refinery, and which was stopped, and they got down some agrochemicals from other countries at a lower rate, but which contains arsenic, unfortunately, which is one of the heavy metals. And some of the agrochemicals they got down, even the pesticides or the weedicides that they have got down are containing those heavy metals. And this is being used by the farmers for a longer period of time. And this particular agrochemicals, this containing hard metals, which has gone into the water streams and then the water sources. And the people have been drinking this for a period of time. And I feel that is one of the, even though this is not clinically proven as yet, I feel this heavy metals or the arsenic especially is the cause of mostly the kidney diseases which is coming up in the North Central province in Sri Lanka. And on top of that, there are so many cases of cancer, mainly due to chemicals used in food. Not only agrochemicals, even pesticides, weedicides, whatever they use are having effect of chemical traces, rice, vegetables, which has a lot of medicinal values. These medicinal values and these medicinal things which is there in those food items, which was actually stopping unnecessary cells to develop further, which is called cancer cells. It can be something else, and which is stopped because of these the good chemicals which is containing in those food items. So my solution is, you need to go back to those ancient times now. It's a high time for us to rethink. With this COVID-19 issue, our people's mindset has gone into thinking of our traditional things and our traditional way of farming, our traditional way of eating, and the value of those. I'm sure because of those, the tropical values or tropical food items, I have a feeling that even the COVID-19 was not spread in our country, not merely because of the things. Maybe one reason is the good health practices and the good the governance or the good mechanisms adopted by the government, also one reason. And on top of that, the things our people eat and the things that we use as some Ayurvedic medicines and things like that. We have thought about this organic more than 5 to 10 years, even 5 to 10 years back. And we have started working with farmers, and we have been educating farmers and developing organic farming systems, methodologies, and now we kind of feeling that that effort is come alive with after about hard work period with those farming activities. Now we have come across some farming where you won't believe some of the products, if you see, which is coming from totally organic soil, it's bigger than what you use with the agrochemicals. So the sizes, and it is a myth that people think the yield is going to be less or the harvest time is going to be high or whatever. But if your soil is ready, if you have been using it for a period of time, only thing is for you to build to that level, it takes a little bit of time than the chemical based soil. But after you pass that tough period, then you can easily go into the higher yields and the shorter period of time. Organic Mart is a company which we have formed to support the organic farmers as well as our own farms, and then distribute to the seekers, distribute to the people who really interested in organic products, and then actually our main aim is, and what we are looking at, what we are thinking is health is wealth. In Sinhala we call it Arogya Paramalabha. So that's our motto. So our motto is for you to be healthy by eating proper food, and we want to slowly get rid of non-communicable diseases from our country.